Hello my lovelies, I'm in Saint-Tropez, and let me tell you, Saint-Tropez makes Cannes look like a fucking crack house, and it's gorgeous to be here. I had a good festival, but I'm happy it's done. I'm happy I'm here. There's a touch of glamour about this place that I really like, and that's what was missing from Cannes. Actually, I put my finger on it, there's just no glamour there. One of the things that one of the observations I made in one of my previous videos, I called it the plague of pastel advertising, because when I was walking around the place, all the advertising, all the point of sale, just everything aimed at the delegates was just so bland and so pastel. And I thought maybe that's a metaphor for where we are with the industry. And I was thinking about it a little further, and you know, the 60s was, well, the 60s was the 60s, but you know, 70s, we got colour TV, so all of the time advertising was in colour. It's like, yeah, advertising's in colour, and you know, it was these big bold primary colours. We were just, you know, the era of Mad Men had really just kicked in. And then the 80s came along and everything was sort of like fluorescent orange and you know, HD, multi-dimensional, wonderful. And then it all started sort of going a bit wrong in the 90s, I think. You know, certainly sort of like, someone said that Gen Z sort of like, you know, are consuming off 5 screens these days. And I think that's where we are now. Advertising's just gone pastel. And I'm kind of worried that sort of like it might actually turn beige. Particularly if the PC lobby keep flying their flag. One of the things I want to talk about is that looking through the work, there's just such a drop in comedy. I mean, there's stuff that sort of like looks like it's supposed to be funny but isn't. You know, it's like those jokes the marketing director makes at the beginning of every meeting that aren't funny but everyone feels they have to laugh at. And it's a shame, because it just means people aren't taking risks. And that's really what creativity is all about, it's taking risks. So why has this state of affairs come about? Well, your working boys had to think about it, and one of the, you know, what I was saying earlier on, it looked, I was there, like last year I was there, it looked like a tech conference. And there was still something kind of cool about that. And with all the thing with data, it's understandable that's how it would go, and that's why it would feel like that. But the thing is, it's this time round it was like a marketing convention for the insurance industry. I mean, that's one of the things I'm so happy to be here in Saint-Tropez. I feel like I fit in, right? I'm not saying I'm the most hip, slick and cool cat on God's clean earth, but you know, as a heavyweight creative, it all looked really bland. So this year it felt like, I mean, if we had to point to an enemy, we couldn't do better than one. You know, the advertising industry has now got their own sort of super villain. Instead of Spectre, we've now got FANG, F-A-A-N-G, short for Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix and Google. And that little conglomerate, I mean, their market capitalization runs to 3 trillion. Put together the top telcos across the world, and I don't think you'd get a market cap of more than 1 trillion. And look at how they advertise, look at how they market. It's all four quadrant demographics. They want to appeal to everyone all the time. So no wonder that, you know, content sort of like seems to be becoming more bland and less daring. What else did I want to talk about? I talked about the colours. I talked about FANG. I talked about comedy. I think I'm going to wrap it there for today before I get run over. Look at that. Everyone's got nice manners here. If you want to get this boat, I think it runs to about 200,000 euros a week. There's an even bigger one over there. I'll show it to you later. Have a lovely evening, and I'm going to kick off with another video tomorrow.